In this DIY, I'm going to show you how you can easily make couch arm tables just like this. The skill level rating for this DIY is definitely easy. Here's what you'll need. A laminate pine panel. I'm using a 19mm thick by 305 wide and an overall length of 1.8 meters long, as this will accommodate at least 2 arm tables, especially on the larger size. I'm using the Craig pocket jig, 32mm Craig pocket screws, a cordless drill, a sander, a pencil, a click clamp, wood glue, wood stain, wood sealer, and a paintbrush. Start off by measuring your couch arm. You need the measurement at the widest point. When measuring the tabletop measurements, don't forget to accommodate for the thickness of the legs. You're going to be adding at least 2, one for either side. Then measure what length you want the legs. If you have a curved couch, it's a good idea to measure past the curve. This particular tabletop is 395 across the top and has legs of 240mm long. I'm using a board width of 305 for the depth of the table. I'm going to cut this board myself using my miter saw. I need 395 on the top piece, and then I've got 2 pieces of 240 long for the legs. You can cut the board yourself or make use of builders to cut it for you, especially if you're purchasing the board from them. Remember to double your quantities if you're going to make a matching pair of these tables. Okay, with my pieces cut to size, I'm going to join the legs to the underside of the tabletops. I'm going to be using pocket holes which will be on the inside of the legs and therefore out of sight. I'm using the Craig jig set to a 19mm thickness for the drill depth and screw selection. I'm going to be using a 32mm screw for this project. Position the timber into the jig, secure with a clamp, and drill down to create the pocket hole. I'm putting in 3 for each side. Clamp the leg piece to the underside of the top surface of the tabletop and ensure there's wood glue between the mating surfaces. Screw together to fasten and remove the clamp. Repeat for the other side and allow the wood glue to dry. If you want to fill the pocket holes, you can use wood filler, Craig plug inserts, or you can make your own with the Craig pocket hole plug cutter. The bonus of making your own is that you can get a better grain match by using an offcut of the same material that you're working on with your project. That way the plugged holes are nearly invisible. Here's an offcut piece which is going to match up to the existing timber that I've used. I'm now just going to put the tool into the Craig jig and make my own pocket hole plugs. My couch arm structure is now complete. Next we need to give it a light sanding to remove any sharp edges, burrs or splinters. I'm using an orbital sander with 120 grit sandpaper. Once that is complete, it's now time to stain and seal your table. This is where you can customize the finish to suit your tastes and match your couch color scheme. Don't worry when you see the wood seal is actually going on white. As it dries, it will dry to a clear, transparent final finish. Ensure you seal the timber with at least 2 to 3 coats of wood sealer. Now that's it for this DIY. You can follow these exact steps or you can make some changes to suit your style and preferences. Remember, there are detailed clips of the tools I've used on our product pages on the builder's website. If you enjoyed this clip, we'd love to hear and see your feedback. Like it, share it with your friends and family. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel where there are numerous clips and DIYs to keep you busy and most importantly, entertained.